All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music and doing it in real time for a few real people out there. Like two, like one. Just yesterday was like one, just like you and me, struggling with viewership here. I guess the content isn't salacious enough. I've got to figure out what to do. Here's Fate. Okay, I'm going to be talking about Motley Crue. This is their album called Follow No One. Love the album cover. As you can see, a hand appearing with some strings. This is the way our world works these days. Fate says to follow no one. I agree. And it's progressive hard rock. It's very interesting. Interesting lyrics and pretty good musicians there. So check out Fate, Follow No One. Also, don't forget to check out Modern Retro Radio. Modern Retro Radio, playing the music that other radio stations are afraid to play. So you got to check out Modern Retro FM. Now, I'm going to do a little screen sharing here. And I wanted to share this article and just comment on it. So Motley Crue marks their 40th anniversary of Shout at the Devil with the Year of the Devil reissues. Now, I know, folks, this is all just for entertainment purposes, right? We're just kind of hanging out together. And, it's back in the day, kids growing up, we just looked at this stuff and we said to ourselves, there's nothing wrong with this. This is great. And we had everybody come along in the 80s and say, free speech. Okay, sure, I agree with that, free speech. But just because it's free speech doesn't make it good for your brain, right? And so, happy Year of the Devil. That's what they say in the article. Happy Year of the Devil. Okay. Hey, we had the Grammy Awards where everybody was dressed up like the devil. And they said, let's worship at the beginning of the of the show, of the worship service, whatever that was. So anyway, Motley Crue, and you're thinking, Dave, these guys, this is just a gimmick. Come on. Yeah, in 1983, this is their their debut album, I think, or their second album. I'm not sure. Anyway, it was from 1983. The album is called Shout at the Devil. Now, I'm not a huge Motley Crue fan. I remember this song and Looks That Kill. Those were pretty big songs back in those days. They've had no enduring radio presence, though. If you're going to hear Motley Crue on the radio, you're going to hear like Home Sweet Home, right? Which is probably my favorite Motley Crue song if I had to pick one. Just because at that point they had turned more into this pop glam metal-ish band, and they had certainly gotten rid of their Looks That Kill era, So anyway, the main attraction is the Super Deluxe box set, and then you get demos. If you like demos, you get a bunch of demos here. If you pre-order, you can listen to one of them, Black Widow, instantly. All right, so there's a benefit right there. In addition, the remastered album and demos will be available digitally in various vinyl colors and on CD. Of course, Motley Crue is going to be out there on the road with Def Leppard, and this is a good time to do all this stuff. Shout at the Devil, the Crue's follow-up, okay, it is their second album, to their debut, Too Fast for Love, has been certified for sales of 4 million copies. In addition to Looks That Kill and Too Young to Fall in Love, the album also includes the title track and a cover of the Beatles' Helter Skelter. Look at this track list, all right? In the beginning, God created. No, that's not it. In the beginning, you then have the devil enter. Then you have the Looks That Kill. Then you have Bastard. Now, they could be calling, I don't know the lyrical content of this album, but these titles, God Bless the Children of the Beast. What are the children of the beast? What's the beast, right? Helter Skelter, of course. If you're going to do a Beatles song, make it Helter Skelter. Red Hot, Too Young to Fall in Love. That was the big single, right? Knock 'em Dead, Kid. 10 Seconds to Love. And then Danger at the end. And there are the demos. So again, look, the weird thing is, if you're into Motley Crue in 1983, and this was your thing, say you were 15 years old in 1983. So add 40 to that, you're 55. Maybe you want this, maybe this is a thing, or is this going to appeal to a more current generation, especially a generation that really digs the devil, right? Because we're there, folks. This isn't just for entertainment purposes. I know a lot of people made fun of parents and other authority figures, politicians back in the 80s when they, and again, this dates back probably to the 1960s where, you're hearing certain things in songs and in movies, and it does have a corrupting influence, especially long term. Now, you could douse your Motley Crue with some Striper, right? Put out the fire and turn up, God and his story instead of the devil and his story. You know what I mean? And look, why am I talking about this? Because I sense that there's this trend that not only is this fun and cool, but people are coming out of the woodwork and they're proclaiming their love for the devil. And it's just weird to me because I don't think this has happened to this degree in our world like it's happening now. That's my take on it. I could be wrong. And if you read your Bible, you're going to see that, things like this have happened before. But in the modern era, the last 100, 200 years, I think things have been progressing in a pretty good direction up until fairly recently. And just the bottom fell out of everything and nothing is sacred. And it's just your own personal choice, your truth, and all this crap. So I don't know. I look at all of this now and I think it's just really immature. At the best, it's just really immature. And at the worst, it's just very corrupting and very negative. And negative is very strong. You have to offset negative with a lot of positive before you can erase that negative. So you can celebrate with Motley Crue. It's the year of the devil, according to them. So yeah, here's Fate. And this is their album, Follow No One. That's why I featured it, because I think that's some good advice. I would follow one person in particular, and his name is Jesus, and I would definitely follow him. But as far as just regular humans, not so much. And by the way, don't follow a politician who is charismatic and who has a big following, because just don't follow the real deal. If you think politics is going to fix your life, I've been around for a while. Politics every 2 years, every 4 years. Politics, as Frank Zappa says, is just the entertainment wing of the military-industrial complex. That's what it is. All right, everybody, I'm done. Please subscribe to the channel. Please support me if you can. Please watch the videos, and God bless you all. And as I often say, God bless the world.